America. Spiritually, the Great Tribulation has begun in the world. Can you see what's happening to us? Can you hear? Or more importantly, do you care? Our economy is failing and all kinds of hate is growing. Willful ignorance and morality as to what is right and to what is wrong is now the new normal. Our politicians, for the most part, on both sides of the aisle, for a long time has failed us, as the world laughs at our weak leadership. In the land of the free and the home of the brave, are we? That's the question. Even false religions of hate have infiltrated every state to some degree. And now it hurts me even the most to say this, but American Christianity is weak and ineffective in standing against the demons of more ignorance and divisiveness and complacency. Preachers are more concerned about building and protecting their kingdoms on earth than building the kingdom of heaven. They teach false doctrines of flocking the sheep into buildings to pay their massive bills to make them rich, rather than to teach the true power in loving, encouraging, helping, and protecting each other from all evils. The Bible teaches us that at salvation, we all have spiritual God-given gifts and the power to take a city. But since they have not done this for decades, we have lost our country. Hell, and I do mean that, hell is behind it all. God has given me a prophetic plan that is for now, for all these end times scenarios. The funny thing is that just like the Lord, he had me to write this book over 20 years ago. When the traditional American churches and denominations begin to crumble and fall because of physical attacks and the pressures of men, what will you do? The real, true children of God, his remnant, will hear the warning in this message and get prepared. There's 3 phases. One is the book, the return of God's power in your home. God never intended for us to flock in these big, massive corporate buildings and stay saved doing his perfect will for the end times. He never intended that. Our homes was always supposed to be our primary place of worship. And our wives and children is our first congregation that we need to live and love and care for and protect against any and all. The next is the plan. The plan that God gave Home Churches International how to do it is in this book. The plan of how we can protect and save our family and friends from any and all end time scenario that the Bible talks about that would come in the last of the last days, the signs in the heavens and the signs in the earth, violence and hate and murder and crime of all kinds is the plan. And then to do that, phase 3 means you go to the website. You would go to the website of homechurchesinternational.org or the United Saints of America.us. One more time, the website is homechurchesinternational.org, which is my Sunday morning teaching when I teach right here standing behind this pulpit. That's okay. And or you would go to the United Saints of America.us is where I have everyday teaching of last days scenarios and how those end times news, we put a Bible spin on it and we prove that we're living in the last of the last days to give people a hope and an encouragement how to make it through. And there is the plan. And you go to the website one more time, the United Saints of America.us. And there you'll be enlightened, and it's detailed how you take care of your family first, then your neighbors and your family, and so on and so forth. Or you could just call me, Sylvester Bland, 24 hours a day. I'm a pastor on call, and that number is 951-360-3399. And most of all, if you hear the voice of the Holy Spirit in this broadcast, don't harden your heart. Share with somebody today, and let's get the word out, because the end is near. Nearer than ever has been before. God bless. I'm pastor, prophet, teacher, Sylvester Bland.